You really like Chex cereal, bro?
Dude, Chex is awful.
For real?
Hey, only in
I like
Puppy
Chex.
Chow.
It's
Only
also-
in Puppy Chow.
I'm not.
Okay, that's valid.
Okay. Question for you. So this summer, right, I was watching a lot of movies. I know Kyle's a big movie guy. Preston's a big movie guy. Mike, I don't know as much
I like
about your
movies.
movie content
Like
stuff.
movie, I like
But there's a few movies that I watched, and I don't know. Preston, you have is it the what's the thing at AMC?
The AMC Stubbs Pass, which unfortunately
Mm.
my credit card got scammed and they canceled my billing payment, so I can't get it back until January.
Oh,
That's on.
So I'm currently a member of the Alamo, which I'm not a fan of.
You don't like Alamo?
I do, but there's no IMAX.
Oh,
I'm a big
Oh.
IMAX guy, you know. So
Oh.
but like in that situation, kind of my question is like, I don't think there's been a lot of good movies recently. Like it's been a while.
I can fully agree with that statement.
I've been waiting for a good movie, but this summer I went back. I watched a lot of classics, and so I want you to hear me out on these classics because they immediately jumped to my top 10.
Yes.
I've never seen Interstellar. Watched
Okay.
it this summer.
Oh.
Like phenomenal.
Oh.
Never
Yes.
seen Forrest Gump. Phenomenal.
oh, come on.
That's also
and
great.
then
Keep it
never
going.
never saw Shawshank.
Okay.
Also
And
great.
so those movies immediately, all three of them are probably at least top 25, if not top 10.
Yes.
But what other movies would you? Because I'm just like I'm needing movies because the movies that are coming out aren't good. So like, what movies you guys like thinking of that are like the classics?
Can I go first?
Yes, go ahead.
Legends of the Fall with Brad Pitt.
I
Also,
think-
another really good movie, classic, A River Runs Through It. Also with Brad Pitt.
You're a big Brad Pitt.
Big
guy.
Brad Pitt guy here.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
bet
All right.
you wish you were Brad Pitt.
Just a little bit. Okay, I do. You
He's
lot.
kind of a Springfield legend.
Yeah, he is.
True.
So
Wait, really? Why?
What am I talking?
he's from here.
Is he actually?
Yeah, he's
Yes.
from Nixa.
You went to Kickapoo.
No
Okay,
way.
that's cool. So like just
I
South
didn't even know
Springfield.
that.
Yeah, big Springfield legend right there. His family still goes to James River. Like his parents?
Something like that. My dad has had a few meetings with his brother.
Yeah, I think it's crazy.
So
Staying with the theme of picking two movies from the same actor, we got The Patriot and Braveheart.
I've actually
Great.
never seen either one.
What?
Oh,
Dude.
bro.
They're on my list. Like I have
Dude.
had them on my list for a long time.
Mel Gibson.
I'm just waiting.
Mel Gibson. Come on.
I'll have
Okay.
to go watch them.
One-
Mel Gibson is great.
One movie I did watch this summer that had entered highly on my rank list is Good Will Hunting.
I saw that. That was
That's
another
great.
one.
Agree with that. That's
I watched
a
that
great
one this
movie.
summer as well. That should have been
That's-
on the list.
That's been one of
my.
my favorite movies that I recently watched.
Yeah, I love that Matt Damon was the hero in that movie, and then Interstellar, he's like the worst character of all time.
Yeah.
And so there's this very much like I loved and hated Matt
Yeah.
Damon this summer.
And this the combo of Robin Williams and
So good.
Yeah, dude.
Matt
Oh.
Damon.
Robin Williams, Dead Poet Society. Have you seen that one?
Dude,
Oh
if you
my
say-
God.
Dude, I'm
there's
telling
so,
you,
so
I'm
many of
dead.
these movies are
I've got
so
a lot
good,
of-
bro.
A lot of these movies that you've named, like River Runs Through It, those are all like on the list that I have.
Yeah.
I just haven't seen them. So we need to sit down some like intentional time this week.
Yep.
Apparently,
I will watch Dead Poet Society anytime, anywhere.
all right,
Yeah.
let's do it.
That's a powerful movie, bro.
It's, I
believe
cry
you.
every time I watch it.
Wow.
But you know what? It's time for the podcast.
Yeah, it is.
Welcome to the Jungle Podcast. I'm your host, Noah Cedarwall.
My name is Michael Feltman, and I like to wear sandals.
My name's Kyle, and I really like bananas.
My name's Preston, and Ohio's real.
Is it?
Yes,
No,
it
it's
is.
not.
It's the jungle in the city. Dude, okay, first off, is Ohio real?
That's kind of good.
If it is real, I lived there for 15 years, so I hope it's real.
I don't think Australia is real, though. I
Why?
think me and Kyle had an argument on this.
I think it's because it's a country and a continent. That's pretty trippy.
But I mean, like, perception is reality. So if you think Australia isn't real, it isn't real.
Speaking of types of perception, have you guys seen Inception?
Oh,
oh, bro,
That's deep.
Inception. Have you seen
No.
it?
Oh,
No, I don't
Dude,
know
I
how
feel
you
like
can
I'm
call yourself.
embarrassed on this podcast
you
so
should
far.
be.
I don't know
should
how you
be.
can call yourself a movie person and be like, "Oh, have you seen like these 10 movies?"
I'm not
that
calling
are
myself a
amazing?"
movie guy.
Hey. he's got to start somewhere, so I guess we're watching Inception tonight.
That's fair.
Dude, for real.
I'm
Hey.
so down to watch that movie tonight.
I'm going to skip. Okay, so I have like things lined up, right? What we want to talk about tonight. I kind of have to skip because we're talking about perception is reality, and that was kind of one of the questions.
Oh, shoot.
Wait,
So
for
me and-
real?
Me and Kyle have had this conversation in the past, and I think it's super interesting, okay? And we had to explain to Logan at one point, not to throw him under the bus, what it was. But we talked about the placebo effect. It's been one of our topics of discussion.
Wait, do you guys know what the placebo effect is?
It's where, let me just Remind me. I think I know though.
Give me like the general, like, but you like have a general idea.
Placebo
of, like,
is like the pill that doesn't do anything.
Yeah, yeah. And Michael,
Oh, we've had
yeah.
conversations
So
about it
Logan was
before.
like, me and Noah one day was like, dude, we were talking about something and we mentioned the placebo effect, and he was like, I have no clue what that is. And I was like, you're kidding, right? He's like, dude, that's a really like uncommon term. Not a lot of people use that. I was like, no, you're just stupid. And so, so that's why we're talking about it. It was really funny.
Yeah, it was really funny.
Uh-huh.
But the thing is I think should we wait? Should we let her in on the
I'm getting a
podcast?
FaceTime call from my mom. I'm gonna.
FaceTime her back.
Jody,
Okay.
FaceTime her back.
Okay.
So, by the way, this is Move Right with Mike. For anybody watching
Yes.
that doesn't know who this is, go follow him.
Hi, mom.
Welcome on the podcast,
Hi,
You're on the
Jody.
podcast.
Hi,
Mike's
we're on
mom
the
is
podcast.
Hello.
Say hi.
Jody Feltman.
It's the Jungle Podcast. Say that again.
What's the topic?
Oh, we don't know yet.
We're just talking. We're just talking.
we're getting
we
there.
know where we're
getting
going.
there.
We just started.
Where is that?
We were talking about the placebo effect right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I did listen to the Huberman podcast with your dad on the drive yesterday.
Andrew Huberman. Great
Shout out,
podcast.
shout out, Andrew
You guys haven't
Huberman.
ever watched
Yeah,
it.
he's welcome on the Jungle Pod anytime.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You scheduled for next week, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I will
Don't be
catch up with you
disappointed if he's
later,
not.
but- Okay.
Okay, I love you, mom. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Bye.
I wonder if she had any insight on the placebo effect. of
Common
this.
move right with Mike Dub right there.
Oh yeah.
Facts.
So yeah, for real, this is Move Right with Mike. Follow him and watch the serial video because that's with L1S.
That's facts.
But going back to placebo effect, kind of the question that I wanted to hear, like differing thoughts and kind of keep this conversation that me and Kyle have had in the past, is how much of an impact do you think the placebo effect could actually have in the medical field, in athletics, and these things where it's like it's all mind game, pretty much is the concept,
Yeah.
right? So we talk about the placebo effect. I'll let Kyle kind of go into detail more on the placebo effect.
Okay, so the placebo effect, right? Let's hypothetical. Let's say somebody opens a clinic, like a medical clinic, and they're like, "We found the cure to cancer," right? And they're like, this would not happen at all, but they say they have a pill. They're like, this is a magic pill. You take this pill, your cancer is going to be healed. In essence, what the placebo is you would take this pill. It's like a sugar or salt pill, and you would be healed of cancer. That's kind of it. Like the idea is that your mind is really in control of your body.
Yeah.
And there's actually statistical proof, and like there's been research done like on the placebo effect, and that it actually does have some impact on like how your body functions. And so your mind is really powerful in that sense.
Yeah. So
I was gonna say that I've read quite a few studies on this actually, and there's
Actually.
a lot, just like from different medical journals and such, and that's mine.
No, this is mine.
Yeah, you're right. And we're in different clinicians, and they'll do different studies on not in life or death situations, but where patients will be given a, like you said, like a sugar salt tablet or something like that the patient
Mhm.
doesn't know, not even the doctor knows, that they're giving them the placebo, or basically a nothing pill, and then they're giving the other patients with the same symptoms the actual pill, and sometimes the results are the exact same.
Yeah.
It's literally just like
It's
powder,
crazy.
random powder that doesn't do anything. People will fully recover from like really being sick, and just because they believe that they're going to. Yeah.
yeah, and I think it's crazy also, like you have this fact. I've been curious because I haven't broken any bones, but I've had some like weird injuries in like football and basketball. Like even just like I'm thinking like middle school, like high school, rolled ankles, and they hurt.
Yeah.
Like I'm not denying that. But if I would have been told like with more of like confidence, like, oh no, we checked it out, you're completely fine. If I would have been able to like pick it up quicker and just been like, where like you have sometimes those like physical trainers that are like, no, take it easy, do all this stuff, and they kind of like more baby you, so then you baby the injury.
Mhm.
And so I've like thought like if
Yeah.
these pro athletes are told to baby, are they quicker to be
Yeah.
more hesitant? Where if you just told them like you're completely fine, then it's the mind over matter
Mhm.
thing.
Yeah. You know, the first thing that comes to mind when the placebo effect is like honor students, right? Oh, you're kind of smart. We're going to put you in this honors class. Are those people really more smart, or they're going to live up to that honors like level of academics because they were chosen, you know? So I think that in essence, if you really want to get somewhere, like perception is reality, you know, like if
Yeah.
you perceive you're something, you can do it. Like if you perceive Australia isn't real, obviously it's going to be real, but it's going to have some impact on how you view the world.
No,
you
for
know?
sure. You see a different map.
Yeah, no, literally.
I think that there's quite a bit of overlap here with the placebo effect and like growth mindset. I really do.
Oh, facts.
Because just like you were saying, if you believe that you're great at something, you're gonna do the things that somebody who's great at that something does.
Mhm.
Yeah,
No, that's
that'll-
valid.
That'll preach too. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I gotta out myself real quick. So, people always ask me like, "Hey, is Noah good at basketball or is Noah a good quarterback?" And I always proceed to say, "Noah thinks he's a good quarterback, so he's kind of good."
Hey, you have okay. That is kind of that you didn't really out yourself. I feel like you just threw me under the bus. But I do think it's also funny that
Yeah.
you brought up the fact that
Uh-huh.
sometimes you're like, dude, it doesn't matter how good the person actually is, but if they really, really think they are, they're at least going to be okay.
They're at least gonna be okay. No, literally.
So that's funny. But okay, first off, I do feel like we have to address the elephant in the room for something that happened this week. And I'm going to say there's one more person in here that is engaged. And it's not me.
Michael, congratulations, big guy.
Thank you.
So,
Appreciate
I just
it.
want to,
Thank you.
yeah, again,
I'll
shout
take
out,
the round of applause, honestly. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
shout out Move Right with Mike, but kind of, you want to update us on that?
Yeah. So her name's Adeline Bradley. She's the coolest woman ever. We were dating for a year and almost 9 months. Yeah, we took her out. I took her out to the forest, and it was Sunday, right? And so we went out to her house after church, kind of a regular thing, But Sunday morning, her house is like an hour away. I took the ring, I took a letter, and I took 2 disposable film cameras out there, and I put them right next to a tree and covered them up with some brush. And then after church, we went to our house. We ate some food, and we went out. I was like, "Hey, let's go on a walk out in the forest," So we take a walk down the dirt road, and we walk through the forest, and then we stumble upon this stuff. And I'm like, "What's this? What's going on here?" And
Oh, did your thing break?
no, I don't think so.
Oh.
I think I'm playing with my notes. Okay.
It might be.
There we go.
It'll be a little better. I think it's just that XLR might need to be taken out next time.
There we go. Okay. Anyways.
Just ignore it.
Okay.
Just ignore it.
Okay.
Otherwise, we're never gonna have a podcast.
Okay. And then anyways, she's like, "Oh, what's this?" And then I'm like, "Oh, what's this package?" And then I'm like, "I think you should open it." And then it was a letter, and yada yada yada. And I read it to her, and then at the end of it, I proposed to her in the forest, and it was pretty great.
Dude, that's awesome.
That's
Yeah.
very
Yeah, that's crazy.
majestic, romantic, all of the above.
It was great. It was very picturesque, which you would appreciate, Preston.
Yes, sir.
How does it feel that you're the stereotypical private Christian college? I don't know.
Engagement.
Engagement,
Like
yeah.
a ring by spring,
Yeah,
but it's
ring
like
by
ring
spring.
by December now.
Yeah, no.
Ring before
Literally. How
December?
does that feel?
My brother in Christ, I'm anything but the typical Christian college attendee. Anybody who knows me knows that.
Yeah, that's actually true. That's true.
I love
That's
the
good.
Lord, and I go to a Christian college. And
That sums it up.
That's still kind of stereotypical. I'm not gonna lie. The
stereotypical.
explanation.
But what about me? Else
You're not.
You're-
Everything
you're
else
not-
is not.
I was just saying the engagement kind of was.
That's fair.
But I mean, also like Addie's great. You guys are great together, and I would have
Thank
done
you.
the same thing in your shoes.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I think the engagement was great. Okay.
I think Kyle's jealous. I think that was a attack on you because he's jealous.
If we want to do an attack on Kyle now, I said I wasn't going to be mean to him.
Break.
Hey, Liberty, if you're watching this, he loves you and he's too scared to tell you.
Okay,
Guys,
to the
guys,
next
wait,
segment.
Wait, can I say one? Can I say one thing? Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not. Celibacy is always an option.
Oh, that's fair.
Okay.
So we have the Apostle Paul with us today.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining
Yeah,
us.
so now-
I'm just reading through when he talks about that too in Corinthians.
Now we're gonna talk about
All right.
celibacy.
No. Next segment, kind of like celibacy, pickleball.
Oh,
Bro,
So-
Preston and I went
Okay.
off last night.
we
bro.
had Federer and Nadal right here.
We were
He's right here.
good. We were very
Was it?
good.
We
last
cooked.
night. I've gotten a lot better since the
Dude.
last time.
Let's go.
Mike got that power serve down, and
Dude.
we took down Luke and Jake. And yeah,
We did.
Oh, that's impressive. Actually, Luke's kind of a dog.
Luke
Yeah.
is a dog. I think the funniest moment though I had with Michael is I'm playing my first time with him, and we're about to beat Carson and Timmy, who were on the floor, and Carson was on the pod last week, actually sitting in his spot. And I think it's super funny because they're both way better. Carson's way better than me. Timmy has played a lot more than Michael.
It was
which
my
would-
second day ever playing pickleball.
Yeah, so
That
like
was
Timmy
fun.
was better. No offense to Michael, but
No.
he was better. And we're winning, and we're up like 10-5, 10-6, something like that. and Michael gets up there, like just jumps and smokes one and smashes it. But what he doesn't realize is he jumped like super far and landed dead center of the kitchen, which is a footfall.
Yeah.
And I'm just watching this and in like disappointment, I'm like, he doesn't know. Like he doesn't know that
he,
he
looked,
did
he
not
looked at me
win
and
the
he's
game.
like,
That's funny.
he's like, hey, Michael, you can't go in the kitchen. I was like, oh.
Because he did the Tiger Woods fist pump, bro, was like hyped. And then I had to be like, bro, you actually gave them the point by landing the kitchen. But dude, mad improvement. But kind of a question that I have. I can't remember who I talked to about this, but this was a point of contention. Do we think that pickleball, the hype behind pickleball, is going to last?
Oh shoot.
Ooh, I don't
Listen,
think it is. I say this.
this guy.
I
We're
say
on the
this
same wavelength
because
over here.
tennis has been here and it will be here. But I feel like this is like just a pickleball wave that's been peaking for about a year now. And I think I don't know, I just see it falling off.
Yeah.
Not necessarily soon, but I do see it falling off.
What's the reasoning behind that? I mean, like, have we seen any other sports come and just like
Spike ball.
fall off? Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, that is. I mean, it's still around, but you don't see it near as much as you did, Once
Yeah. Are you saying like the difference between like a peak versus like where like it peaks and it's going to go way back down?
Like,
It's not going to
it-
disappear.
it's still
off the
gonna
planet.
exist.
It's just not gonna be like, oh shoot, everyone's playing pickleball. Let's go play pickleball.
Yeah, it's
You
not
know?
going to be 100 people at Metter Courts on a Friday night.
Yeah.
True. But do you think also like because in my brain I think it is at a peak right now. I think it's going to go down. I just don't think it's going to go down as much as people think because of the convenience factor.
Yes.
And the fact of the matter is people like tennis. People aren't good at tennis, and tennis takes a lot more skill than pickleball. It's like ping pong to an
Yeah.
extent where it's
Yeah.
like you can figure it out if you're coordinated at all.
I would say I would agree with that. Yeah.
I really like pickleball because I feel like it's accessible to anybody. You don't have to even have an athletic background. You can go out there and
Yeah.
swing that paddle around, and you're going to be able to at least be on the court with pretty much anybody.
And
Yeah.
No,
and
for
it's
sure.
it's kind of a good workout. Like if you're not somebody that's into like working out, going to play pickleball with
Yeah.
your friends, like
It's
that's
good
a
cardio.
Good cardio.
Absolutely.
Good way to
I-
get out there and stay
Absolutely.
active.
I will say, though, my reasoning, another reason for me saying that is the facilities and businesses that have opened for pickleball. I don't see those sticking around for a while.
That's
just
true.
because that's they're pretty expensive, and especially there's so many like public outdoor courts. I don't see that niche sticking around for a while.
Yeah, are you talking about like
Solid take.
there's the place in Colorado by my house actually where it's like a pickleball bar.
Yeah.
And like you can go to the bar and get food and drinks and then go
Yeah.
play pickleball on the courts. And honestly, it was way overpriced.
Yeah.
Shoot, I don't know.
didn't pay the one time I went. It
That
was covered.
that might stick around because I mean, like, there's bars that have like sand volleyball courts,
Yeah,
and like
true.
they're always bumping.
The golf ones are crazy too. The,
The golf ones are
simulators.
cool,
with-
yeah.
Yes, those
have
will
you guys
be
ever
around.
been to Volleyball Beach in Ozark?
Never have.
No, I've seen it though.
I
It's
think
right
we
by,
should all go out sometime.
That'd
there.
be a
I
good
think
thing.
that'd be really
That'd
fun.
be a good vid.
Yeah.
That would be
Because
fun.
it's got like they've got like wings and like different wings and stuff like that. Then you can go and play
Hey, comment or like if you want us to go to what's it called?
Volleyball Beach in Ozark.
Yeah, it's like
So-
the
And
if
big,
you wanna
the
see
big
Kyle
bubble
play.
thing, right?
I talked to the owner at Rage Fitness, and he was benching like 405, and he said, "Hey, come to my place." I'm like, "Okay, I will."
Sheesh.
Hey, how many people do you think are going to listen to this?
Well, we got actually a decent amount of listeners, way more than expected on the first
Really?
one.
Yeah.
So I'm not like expecting anything big.
Yeah.
But it would be cool to see if like people would actually say they would watch that because then it makes it
Yeah.
more enticing. So I think, what do we need? How many likes do you think we need?
Dude, let's shoot for
20.
I was going to say 15.
15 likes.
Is that how much?
20.
15 likes is pretty low. I think we said because that's like an actual video. Like we got to go out of our way. You know what I'm saying? I think we need to get 100.
100?
100 likes.
50.
We had way over
50. I like 50.
50
Alright,
likes.
50 likes on this video, this specific podcast
Yes.
video, and we'll make a video
Bingo.
at the Ozark volleyball place.
In 4K on my camera.
In camera, yeah. Preston's
Nice.
insane. at
I'll
video
bring my
stuff,
Super
which
8
would be easy.
camera, film camera as well.
Oh, it's game over then. You guys have to like the video now.
You have
Yep.
to.
Only 50's like cakewalk, so it shouldn't be that hard.
Yeah.
But you know,
I'm gonna repost this on Move Right with Mike, and a lot of people will see it.
Yeah.
well, kind of speaking of videos that I saw today, I'm gonna get us to that next segment where I was watching. I believe it was Gunner's story, and I see this video of Preston and Gunner
Oh,
playing
my.
NCAA
Man.
25, which is the new hype.
Oh, no.
And I believe, Preston, can you remind me what the score was?
Oh, I don't want to say it, but it was 60-7.
Preston, dude, that's kind of bad.
Pre-
Yeah.
yeah. Preston was not the winner in that. Game.
That I will say that was my biggest loss ever in College Football 25, and it we started out 7-7. Then Gunner went down, forced him to a field goal. I was like, okay, we're feeling good here, and then I followed that by throwing about 4 pick sixes. So
Oh gosh.
I ended up taking out Quinn Ewers, putting in Arch Manning, and that didn't do anything.
So it's not like the Texas we saw when Quinn Ewers got injured.
No, it was not. That's the Texas I was hoping for, but that Texas didn't have me on the controller.
For sure. I noticed that. The score was a little different. Who was Gunner playing us?
Gunner was USC.
Miller Moss.
So-
maybe?
Dang.
Yeah, I definitely had the better team, but he's definitely on more of a grind than I am.
You gonna say something, Mike?
I was just gonna ask, like, what happened, man? Don't you have that game? Have you played that game a decent amount?
Well, I actually don't have a console, so I only play it
Okay,
with other people in
Okay.
other people's rooms.
that's
so.
fair. That's fair.
Here's a question though about it. Do you guys think? Because I mean, it's been anticipated for that game to come out.
Yeah.
Do you think it's lived up to the hype? Like, is it as good of a game as everybody wanted?
I mean, like it's just like a football game with college teams, college
Well,
players.
I think it does. I think it's better than Madden.
Yeah, I would agree.
The gameplay, there's a lots of more features, like Stadium Factor,
Yeah.
all of the pregame rituals.
True.
I would have bought this game if it literally was just like Madden, but they slapped college names on every uniform. Like I
Sure.
still would have bought it.
True.
I feel like it just didn't do anything wrong. You know, I feel it didn't necessarily like go absolutely crazy like some people thought it would.
Yeah.
But I think it didn't do anything wrong, and so I think that makes it a really good game.
And are you guys like? Because for me, the only time I've really like played it is when I go play on Kyle's console and I would play as the coach because that's fun to me. So like the storyline modes. I know Kyle. Did you make the linebacker? Is that like your
Yeah,
storyline right now?
I'm a 6'5", 250 linebacker at Michigan right now. It's
Nice.
pretty realistic to my build.
It is your body type. But yeah, I would say that that's been my favorite part because I'm not a big fan of how Madden story mode is. And so that's to me, I love the NCAA 25 story mode.
Yeah, I actually haven't played the story mode yet, but just playing like play versus player, it's still really fun.
That's true. That's true. All right, we're going to go to this last segment, which is going to be my favorite segment every single week.
Okay.
But it's the jungle item of the week. And this week
Oh,
we have
shoot.
Preston Rosenberg bringing the jungle item of the week. So if you would want to unveil that.
Yeah, so this is should I describe beforehand or describe it?
Dude, it's your item.
So this is actually I'd call it a family heirloom that has now made its way to the jungle. So this is actually a bobblehead of my dad.
That's hype.
Dude,
You can see it right here.
don't make a lot of those.
So they made this.
They actually did
um,
make a lot of them.
Of his dad.
Yes, they made about 1,000 of them for pastor appreciation about 10 years ago, and they.
Kind of seems like a form of idolatry to me.
So I was just about to get to that. So they made about 1,000 for the church body, and had them for pastor appreciation. And our youth pastor put a note on all the boxes, and he said, "We're not trying to idolize Pastor Brad. We just want to show how much we appreciate him for pastor appreciation." So
Okay, good.
Put it on the table. Put your offerings right by him.
yeah, well,
Make sure to leave 10% as you walk by.
Anytime you pass Pastor Brad.
But yeah,
you gotta do that
so
10%.
anytime like a missionary or someone would come by, we'd give him a bobblehead of my dad. And my cousin, when he was little, he had this in his room, and just always liked having it on his shelf because it's Uncle Brad.
I would be
That's hype.
if there was a bobblehead of me, I'd be so uncomfortable if I walked into a room anytime. It was just me.
But I mean, I think that's cool to have one thing in your life to just
Yeah, no, that's it. Like if it's like my family, I
Yeah.
think that's cool. But if it were me, I think it'd be more the problem. So I would be
Yeah.
curious. Like, what does your dad think about it?
Oh, he thinks it's funny. I mean, it's been around for so long.
Sure.
They're like, I will like hide them like everywhere in the house, and like, I actually when I was just home, he's an entire shelf of Cincinnati Reds bobbleheads, And I took down the Mr. Redlegs one in the middle, and I put one of those up there. So I'm gonna see if he notices. But
That's funny.
Hey, I have a proposition.
Yeah.
We should add another segment of the podcast where it's like each person like tells one thing about their week, or like
Okay.
one thing from the past week.
You know what? Let's just do that to finish us out.
Yeah.
So let's
like
start. You, Kyle, you want to start us?
I
Since
think
you-
Kyle should start.
Oh
us.
shoot,
idea.
yeah, shoot, I'll start. So I don't really have a life because I'm taking a lot of classes and I want to go to medical school and that's freaking hard.
But
But-
you did good on the MCAT.
No, I'm prepping for the MCAT, so I've been studying a lot and it's really boring and that's pretty much been my week. And I have been hanging out with my friends too, so that's been fun. Highlight of the week though was I beat Luke Jansen and Jakin actually in pickleball, and that was super fun.
So that was your highlight.
Yeah, that was my highlight.
Nice.
1v2.
No, so Michael was my partner, and then Michael was playing really bad, so I subbed him out.
No way.
I said, "Get off the court."
Back it up. Back it up right now. Back this up. Okay. I was not playing my greatest, but
Don't do it.
I'm doing it. I'm
There
doing
we go.
it. Kyle was not trying one single, but he's like, I'm just really tired.
It was
I
like 11
think
o'clock
I
at
can
night. It was pretty
leave,
late.
Do my homework. And then he subbed me out, and then he's like, "Okay, Michael, I fire you." And I looked over at Liberty Wiles, and I was like, "Liberty, come sub me out." And then Kyle was like, locked in for the rest of the time. He's like, "Ooh, everybody's coming. I'm
Wow.
gonna try now."
I really hope nobody watches this podcast.
She's gonna watch it.
Yeah,
bro.
No,
we're gonna send it to her.
I'm gonna send it directly to her.
Shout
Don't.
out, shout out Liberty Wiles.
Tag her in
apparently,
the
apparently,
stories.
you're the reason that Kyle gets good at ping pong and
Er,
pickleball. Why did I say ping pong?
I don't know.
Pickleball.
Yeah, she's probably gonna hate me after this, but that's okay.
Don't hate him. Please.
All right. Well, okay. Just to get this
Oh,
moving because
okay,
we're towards
yeah,
the
yeah,
end.
yeah, let's go, let's
Michael,
go.
your favorite thing from this week?
Well, obviously, I got engaged this week. You know,
Yeah.
this Sunday. I'm really excited. Been engaged for what is today? Tuesday. 2 days now.
Let's go.
Great times. You know.
Let's get high.
I played pickleball on Monday. That was pretty fun. We had some flag football yesterday. I can't catch a pass, but I was okay.
Lockdown corner though, shockingly.
Yeah.
Big dude can lock down the
10
fastest
routes in
guy
a
on the
row.
team.
Dang.
Hey, and then lastly, training has been going good. I've got some big goals for this
Yeah.
year.
What day is it
And,
of the
This day
consistency?
day 73, day 72, something like that.
Yeah.
100 days of extreme consistency.
Let's go.
It's been good. I feel like I've been making an impact.
I gotta ask,
Couple of
do you
days
guys
ago.
have a timeline for the wedding yet?
Next summer.
Okay.
And we've got. I'm thinking. We don't have a specific date in
Yeah.
mind yet, but we're thinking, May or June.
Yeah. Celebrity
Let's
wedding.
go.
Nice.
Honestly.
Nice.
Preston, your highlight of the week?
I do have a low light of the week.
Shoot.
Let's do it. Just do the low light.
The heartbreaking loss to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Honestly, as a anti-Chiefs fan, that hurt me as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
I
Me
that's-
personally, I thought it was great. I mean, the Chiefs played terrible, but
Yeah, I do think Burrow definitely outplayed Mahomes.
Mhm.
So that was good to see, but I mean, we didn't really play well when I was at the game 2 weeks ago in Cincinnati against the Patriots. But 0-2 is not ideal, but we won't dwell on that.
Yeah, for sure.
Highlight of the week. Let's see. So I have my own media company,
Mhm.
and do you guys know Jesus Freak Club?
yes,
I
The
do,
brand?
actually.
I do
Yeah.
not.
I do.
So he actually reached out to me, and I'm going to be doing like a video promo for their
Bro,
That's hype.
Dude, that's
for
so
their
cool.
next drop. So yeah,
That's sick.
Are you
Let's
gonna get
go,
some free
dude.
stuff?
yeah, I'm gonna get a few pieces, and then we're gonna collab on Insta. So
Shout out.
Dude, that's lit.
let's
This
go.
dude, like honestly, we have some talent on this pod. We got Kyle, who's apparently good at pickleball, but like
Facts.
genuinely
Facts.
super cool dude. Preston with the media stuff is actually insane.
Okay, he's a freak in the classroom.
No, I'm not.
He actually is. Dude's
I
going to
just
be a
have- I just
doctor
have
one
no
day.
life.
We just not a lot of social life
academic
this year.
weapon.
And the fr-
Academic
okay,
weapon,
I won't say
media
that. I won't
weapon,
say that. I was gonna say it.
And
Muscle
workout
weapon.
muscle weapon, bro. So, dude, actually, so glad that y'all actually joined on the podcast. We're gonna kind of bring it to a close. I'll kind of say
Good times.
my thing of the week.
Yeah, give
but
us your
honestly,
highlight.
Not a lot of highlights. I'd say the highlight is that Illinois one because unfortunately my Broncos lost, and so that was painful. And
Yeah.
then while I love pickleball and ping pong, dude, I absolutely got. I'm just gonna say honestly, Ellie and Ryan Lederer wrecked me this week in pickleball and ping
Wow.
pong, so I've got some work to do.
Hey, what was the score last time me, you, and Michael played? And who won?
It was a lot to a little, and it was painful. So, on that note, thank you for watching the Jungle Podcast. Again, I'm going to shout out Move Right with Mike, if you're not already following him. Preston, do you have a handle for yours?
Yeah, my media is Fair Spring Media Co. All one word, Instagram. So give that a follow.
So shout out those two. If you
Move Right with Mike on Instagram and TikTok.
If you need chemistry tutoring, let me know.
Yeah, and if you need chemistry tutoring, shout out Kyle. So glad that you guys watched. We'll be dropping a new video every single Saturday for this semester at
Dilly
least.
dilly.
And from there, be on the lookout. Maybe another serial video. But thank you guys for watching. Until next time.